Hi guys, welcome back to Settik Gaming. Today we have our first episode of our Euro Truck series, Real Trucker Plays. This is a series that's set to replace my previous Euro Truck series and American Truck Plays series. However, I might carry on with an American Truck Simulator 1 in the future. I just feel like I'm going to focus on this one because this one's going to be a hell of a lot better. I'm sorry about the inconsistency of my uploads in the last few weeks. I've just started a new job, HGV driving, and I've been learning and everything like that, so I've obviously been focusing on that and settling in. So we'll be back to consistent uploads now. Let's jump straight into the video, shall we? Obviously from the start you can clearly see we're in a Mercedes Sprinter van, which isn't exactly very lorry-like, but I thought we'd start in the thing that I actually started in when I was driving for Amazon, delivering parcels. It's also a nice start as well, because it's more of a realistic start in reality, so I'm kind of wanting to start with this. I've obviously already got my account. Got a nice picture of Corrales, the only one you can have on this game if you love Euro Truck. We start with 2.2 grand in the bank, and our company name is Settik Transport Limited. Just thought that would go quite nicely. So if we go down to truck management, you can obviously see the Mercedes Sprinter van that I've got, which I own outright, obviously, on this. And then to go with it, we've got a trailer, but it's an invisible trailer. It's a mod. You can't see it. It doesn't even act like it's there. You can't hit anything with it. It's just blank. You don't even notice it. It doesn't change anything about the lorry. But it allows us to carry cargo in the back of this van, and we'll pretty much play the game. I've also got a bank loan of 100 grand because I had to buy the trailer and the van, and it's also a bit more realistic as well. You don't start a business with no loan in reality unless you get really lucky. So we're going to be fighting to pay that off from the very start, which is going to make our game even harder, a lot more realistic. So let's jump straight into the job market and let's grab a job. Obviously we've got a cargo market. Or for anything, I don't really want to start with doing temporary jobs, temporary work placement jobs. Hence why I bought a van. So I'm going to try and find something in England. Obviously don't want Plymouth to Plymouth. That'll be a bit pointless. But if I can find something in England, hopefully that'll be ideal. Just have a little look. Can't go through all the pages because apparently it's absolutely nothing. Still nothing. One more page, come on. Nope, nothing. Not doing Plymouth to Plymouth, thanks. Right, I suppose we'll take a job on the first page then. Which job is a question. Do we go to Dijon? Should we go to Burgos? I think that's how you say it. Is it Burgos? This Dijon job does look quite nice though. Nah, I think we'll go for the Burgos one. Yeah. Right, let's crack on with it then. Let's get out the gate, get to our first drop. First pickup, not drop. These vans are a lot harder to drive than the lorries. Their steering is really stiff. It doesn't really turn that well. Bit of a pain in the ass, but we'll get used to it. Just got to get used to it over time, really. I'm going to have this van for a few episodes. I need to get to level 10 before I think about buying a different lorry, so I want to get a rigid lorry for realism. Alright, let's get around here. Just going to cut that out and pretend that never happened. So yeah, as I was saying anyway, I want to get to level 10 before I think about buying a lorry. I'm going to try and stick with a van before that, because, well, at level 10 I unlock all the rigid lorries, like being able to turn any truck into a rigid lorry. And obviously when you first start driving a lorry, you have your Category C license, which is just your rigid. You don't actually have your Arctic license. So I kind of want to keep it realistic and start with that, and then over time switch up into trailers and Category C plus E. And on top of that, although I can't actually drive a lorry in real life yet, that's a couple of weeks away yet, I'm starting my learning soon. The only thing I'll be able to drive is a Category C license, is a rigid, for at least a year, and then I'm going to pay to get my C plus E. Right, let's head into here. Got to go nice and slowly because I came up here earlier, and you get like 10% of damage if you go any quicker than what I just did. It's a bloody pain in the ass. I've got no damage at the moment. Didn't even get any damage from that, as you saw. Right, let's take the job and head down to Burgos. I really am hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I've obviously messed about with the van a little bit because I've got to do the initial jobs at the start of the tutorial, so I can actually buy a van and everything and get a loan out. But basically with this, I can reverse and count it. So obviously if I reverse into a space, if I could actually reverse, it would also be helpful. But if I reverse into a space, it doesn't go green, so I can't tick it off. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the drop, Well, I was about to say take the hardest drop, but then obviously I crashed. Yeah, well, I'm going to take the hardest drop, park into it, and then I'm going to skip it. Right, so it doesn't count as any XP towards me, which means getting to level 10 is going to take longer. But just to verify like this, I'm going to show you I'm in the drop zone, and then I'm going to press enter and skip it, and just load the cargo. And then from there we can carry on exactly how we were. It's the best I can do, and well, it works, and it allows me to drive a Mercedes Sprinter van for the very start, instead of a lorry, which is nice. Nice touch. Nice little mod. If you want it, my mod list is going to be in the description of this video. So obviously if you want to drive a van instead of a lorry, then pretend you're a multi-drop delivery driver, then feel free to use my mod list, take it off of there, and well, start your van driving career. I love, on this game, completely off topic, roadworks are everywhere in Plymouth, and it couldn't be the most realistic thing ever because they're not anywhere else really on the game in cities, apart from Plymouth. Leaving Plymouth to go towards, well, up country on this game as well, there's a massive area of roadworks along what would be the A38, and it is potentially the most realistic thing in this game. Might try and slot myself into this traffic nicely. Should be able to get into the right lane unless someone fancies changing lane randomly at the very last second. Wouldn't surprise me. Coach drivers, eh? Alright, I need to get into the left lane. Try and slot in front of this car. Yeah, sound. That's what we like to see. People actually being nice. AI drivers are a bit skits, aren't they? So you never know what they're going to do. Right, anything coming? Nah, all clear to go straight away. Look at that. Straight onto the ferry. First job. Problem with the ferry, I didn't really want... The reason I didn't want a job across into Europe is because obviously I have to pay ferry fees for my first job, which takes away 1,100 quid out of the 1,600 quid I would have been earning. Meaning that I only earn 500 from it in reality. Which I'm still earning, which is good, don't get me wrong, but it's not as much as you'd really like, is it? I prefer to drive up to Manchester or something and get paid that without a ferry crossing. But it's all part of the struggle to start, innit? That's what I chose all my mods for. That's what I chose the Momo Economy mod for as well, so I can get paid literally next to nothing. Just make it all realistic. It's actually going to struggle on this game, rather than making 16 grand in the first day and buying a lorry. Much like my American Truck Simulator series, where I had the Class Economy mod on and it made everything a lot slower, and I actually had to rely on loans a bit more. Right, let's get ourselves into Spain for the first time, heading over to Bilbao. Right, we're back after what was probably less than a second for you, because I probably cut out the time in between on the ferry journey, because it does take a good like 5 minutes to load it up. And we're in Bilbao, driving on the wrong side of the road. Well, probably the right side of the road. I mean, England and Australia are probably the only countries that actually drive on the left-hand side of the road. So we definitely drive on the wrong side of the road. There's no doubt about it. Everyone drives on the other side. So I'm not going to be the argumentative English person who says, no, we drive on the right side of the road, because I don't think we do. Right, let's get on our way out the docks. We're only about 2.5 hours away from our destination, so it should be actually a really nice drive out there. Obviously with a van, we're going to hopefully be doing a few more shorter journeys. I don't want to be doing too long, and try and keep it realistic. As you may have seen mentioned in the description of our stadium that we just done. Oh no. Oh, we were meant to go this way. Oh yeah, awesome. Yeah, we've done a really good job. Yeah, that's going to be great. I wonder how long that's going to add on. It's only an hour. It's not too bad, I suppose. It's not great, but it's not too bad. Makes the journey a bit more fun, doesn't it, I suppose? Alright, we'll crack on. Ah, looks like our destination, there we go, is just coming into view. Which is always nice. Been driving for a while now. Had to do that massive detour, obviously, which wasn't too bad. But we're there. We made it. Made it to our first drop. Make sure I actually come off here. Don't want to take another detour. That would be horrific. Just as I see my destination, that'd be absolutely fun, wouldn't it? Look at this. That's a nice tandem, that is. I want to be driving those tandems at some stage in my life, in real life. It'd be amazing. Imagine driving a road trains in Australia. The massive, like, six trailers they sometimes have across dirt tracks. It's mental. It's doing an Australian Euro... No, well, not an Australian Euro. An Australian truck simulator. Where you drive road trains down dirt tracks. It'd be like ice road truckers, but that way. It'd be incredible. Alright, let's get round and roundabout to the left behind the Esso lorry. Oh yeah, as you may have heard, actually just then, this is the first time I've just remembered to mention it. I've actually put a button onto my controller because I play with a controller, not a steering wheel, at the moment, because I can't afford a steering wheel currently. But on my controller I've put a button for the engine brake. So rather than slamming the brakes on every time I want to come to a slight stop, I can press the engine brake and it will slow me down gradually. Jesus, that was close. Yeah, it'll slow me down gradually rather than straight away, which means I can kind of brake slightly earlier and it'll actually be a slow stop rather than just press LT and almost die with whiplash. Yeah, you can see what I mean right now. Obviously we're coming to a nice slow stop rather than a hold LT and stop straight away. We're going right here. If this was American Truck Simulator, we could have gone just then. Alright, nice try and control the turn because obviously, like I said, it's stiff, so I've got to go really slowly around corners. Don't bother me too much, it's a bit more realistic, isn't it? Feels less like a game and more like real life. Alright, let's get right into it. It's like our destination. Wonder where we're delivering to today. That's a big thing. Real companies. Oh, just pulled out on that guy. Real companies and everything. Where is it? What is the name of this place? I didn't even see that somehow. I have no idea what this company is. Never seen it in my life. Our case. Right, yeah, so I'm obviously going to pick the hardest difficulty parking. Keep it fair. Since I'm only parking a van. I'm just going to try and only do it in first person as well. Obviously using my mirrors. I've got the F2 mirror on. Like the mirror on the thingy because the mirrors are so small in the van. Which I almost forgot about. That it's really impossible to see on this game with such a small screen. Obviously if it was like a 65-inch TV or something, it'd probably be absolutely fine. But because it's only like a 20-inch monitor, it's a bit hard. Right, yeah, so here's your proof. Obviously I'm in a space. We'll press enter and we'll skip to the end. Get our XP. Leveled up. It's always nice to see. Right, we're going to go for a bit of eco driving on this. Because obviously I'm in a van. I'm not too bothered about long distance or the high value. With eco driving, it kind of saves me a bit of fuel, which I think I'm going to be using a lot more of. So I think I'm going to go for this one. Alright, let's jump straight into another job, shall we? Let's have a look at what we got. Alright, what we got going for us from Burgos. It's down in Spain and we're not France. So we're in fact not doing a quick job. Quickly change that one to cargo. It's quite hard to get used to that. I'm not used to it. I never have trailers, really. Alright, what we got going for us from here then? I kind of want to head down a bit. But I want it from where I am. Not from about 50 miles away. It's fuel saving, money saving. That one looks alright. Then again, so does that one. Yeah, this one looks good. Gonna go for this one. Go to Santander. Back the way we came. Back the way we came. Slightly to the left. You can get a ferry back to Plymouth then from here if you want. Let's go for it. Right. Just need to go around the corner slightly and we'll be picking up our drop, which ain't too bad. This is not 50 miles away like I just said. Alright, let's head out of here. Not to mention as well, the Mercedes Sprinter interior is stunning. Actually, like nice to see. Obviously, the lorry interiors are on bloody par. They're so good, like for what they are and everything. But this Mercedes Sprinter it's incredible. We've got a few bits of customization in it as well, which I've done. The cool box and everything. Just drove onto the left-hand side of the road. I think I'll pretend that one didn't happen. Right, we're going right. Going nice and straight for a while. Get to our destination. Try and stick under the speed limit. I have a habit of not doing that on this version apparently. The van accelerates so quickly, it's hard to stay under it. Especially the fact that I'm in a van and I've got to stay at lorry speeds because the game obviously doesn't do vans, does it? It's not Euro Van Simulator. Oh my me, 56 in real life in a lorry actually doesn't feel that bad. It feels like you're going 70 in a car. It's quite cool. So when people say, oh yeah, you're going to be bored just going at 56 on a straight line all day. No, not at all, because it feels like I'm going the exact same speed as every other car on the road. Right, into this place. The Spain companies have some weird routes into their places. You can tell that they've, like, the newer DLCs are the better DLCs. Like, they're better than the base game places. Just down to the fact that they've got more technology for their time and they can actually do more stuff. Obviously, if they brought this game to Xbox, they could probably do absolutely incredible with the new Series X. Just like Microsoft Flight Simulator is coming to Xbox soon, which might solve my crashing problem, so I might actually be able to do my Globetrotter series soon. Comes out in a couple of days' time, doesn't it? So I might look at doing that, and the graphics are pretty much ultra on everything on a Series X, so obviously the graphics will be slightly better as well. I won't have my A32NX mod for the Airbus, but we'll have something at least. We'll have a working game and better graphics. Right, enough of that. Let's choose our job and get on with the game rather than talking about other games. Oh, one more thing on other games. I was talking about the Minecraft Stadium earlier, and I completely forgot to carry on. Basically, with the stadium, when the Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update came out, all of my worlds got deleted, like everything. No cap, nothing. genuinely got deleted. And we just finished the stadium about a week before. We were just about to start the tutorial for it, and because obviously I promised a tutorial. And it's obviously not happening now because we lost the stadium and I can't do anything about it. Couldn't get it back. I did try. So we're just going to move on to the next project, the next major Minecraft project. Probably, I think we're looking at doing the Tokyo Olympic Stadium before the end of the Olympics. Haven't even started it yet, and we've got like 14 days, but I reckon we can pull it off. And then we'll probably end up dropping a tutorial on that about a month later, if it doesn't get deleted. If anyone's interested in that, I don't know if anyone's interested in the Olympics, but there's got to be some people, don't there? So, and it's also quite a nice stadium, it's a bit different. So it might be quite a good build. If you're into that, keep your eye out, and we'll hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll have it up. There should actually be some other content coming soon as well. I think Billy's looking at doing a F1 My Team career, but he's trying to put his own touch on it to make it a bit more interesting. And well, obviously, all the people who do it professionally and now upload series, theirs are very good, but they play on 110 difficulty, and we're not quite up to scratch for 110 difficulty yet. We're getting there. We're on about 100, but not quite 110. So we're kind of looking for a way of putting a twist on it, like making it so we can only spend a certain amount a year, or like our driver has to be so and so trained or whatnot. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it comes. I didn't do that. I can drive, I promise. Right, yeah. So we're gonna carry on. Oh my god! Just hit a car now. Right, I'm going to stop talking about other things and I'm just going to focus on driving for a second because apparently I've forgotten how to. At least until we get onto the motorway. Right, let's get out of this junction and I'll carry on. Bloody hell, man. Right, there's nothing coming. Right, we're all good. Yeah, so obviously we're looking at doing an F1 series. There's a Madden comes out next month, and although we're not Madden Ultimate Team players because, well, we're British, let's be honest. I do love American football. Billy loves American football. We'll probably play some in the yard. We'll probably do a franchise mode. So then FIFA's coming out. We've got Far Cry 6 coming out. We've got Flight Simulator coming out soon. We've got a hell of a lot of games coming out in the next year. And I've pretty much got all of them pre-ordered for for my own sake and for content. So hopefully you'll be seeing hopefully some day one content, especially with FIFA 22. FIFA 22 Pro Clubs, we should actually have on the beta, the 10 hours early access. We should actually get some good pro lookalikes out. I need to get into that left lane. There we go. See, that was alright. I slowed down for him to get past me. No judging, no judging. So yeah, so once again, there's a load of games coming out. You should definitely see some content on it, and we'll keep updated. We'll keep you updated on what's coming. Is that my destination just coming into view again? I think it is. I think we've arrived at Santander. Yes, there it is. We're happy with that. See what this place is like. Like I said, all the Spanish places are absolutely stunning. I don't think I've been to Santander on this game yet. Hopefully going to get 100% on this game, on this series though. I do want to 100% the entire map and just focus on the DLCs when they come out. Coming off right here. Obviously, we don't know how it goes. This series might be 50 episodes, might be 200 episodes. It depends how much I'm enjoying it. Which should be a lot, considering it's my job. There's absolutely no reason why I shouldn't enjoy it. Alright, let's go left here and come into our place. Is it left in there? Yeah, it's left in there. Ideal. We're here. Let's get parked up, unloaded, and let's get on to another job. Where were we parking? It's around about, yeah, it's around the back. Just started speeding off around the back without even knowing it was around the back, but it is. So I was lucky. Look at that, quick reversing, getting better at this job. Ideal. Right, yeah, look, we're in a space. And we're going to press enter and unload. Let's get a nice picture first, I think. This might be a thumbnail picture. Got to always get a few thumbnail pictures throughout just so we can pick and choose which one we want. Almost level 2, but just over halfway towards level 2, but we got a nice bit of XP from that journey. Right, yeah, sorry about that. Let's crack on, shall we? We've got 2.8 grand in the bank. Yeah, 2.873 thousand in the bank. Let's crack on and get another job, shall we? Right, so we're in Santander. We're obviously taking cargo, aren't we? Where are we going to? Where do I fancy? That's alright. Yeah, we're going to take that one. Absolutely, it's a nice journey right along the coast. Should be a nice, stunning drive, to be fair. Right, let's get out of the gate and get to my destination, shall we? We're only 6 minutes away. Speeder. Star Wars Speeder going past. Do love it when we see that. We've obviously got the same packs on as last time, and if anyone watched the previous Euro Truck series, I'm on the wrong side of the road again. I need to get used to being on this side of the road. It's been a while. But yeah, well, to be fair, it's been a while now. You probably noticed already, but all my vehicles are going to be left-hand drive. There's no point in having right-hand drive if you're not in England early enough to really warrant a right-hand drive vehicle. Kind of just makes sense to go for left-hand drive. Right, let's get around here. They really need to add more roads, don't they? Rather than blocking off loads of roads, they can make little roads out to like maybe petrol stations and just little parking points or whatnot, rather than closing them all off. I know I don't want to put too much data in, but it would be pretty amazing. Right, here we are. Let's pick up our job then, shall we? Where is it? It's inside one of these, is it? Which one? I don't really know. It's not really clear, is it? Well, no, it's definitely not that one. Probably the other one. Let's go through the other door and have a look. I'm driving him forwards because I'm lazy. You need to drive him backwards. Is that? Yeah, right, let's load up. And it's even spun us around. Oh, you love that ultimate laziness. It does it all for us. Right, no, we don't need to rest before we get to this destination. We should be able to rest when we get there. That's all good. Let's get up the hill. Oh, right, sorry if you noticed a little cut there. I just realised my charger wasn't actually plugged in, and that's probably why it felt like it was lagging and not driving very smoothly. Basically, I've got a gaming laptop, not a gaming PC, so I've got to have the charger plugged in for the ultimate, for the best performance. And I didn't really notice it too much in Euro Truck because it's not too bad, but I'm definitely noticing it now that I'm playing without it. It's a hell of a lot smoother, and I probably wouldn't have crashed so much or cut so much traffic off. I'm making excuses, but yeah, it wasn't plugged in, so it might have been a bit laggy on the stream as well, and I'm sorry about that, but I don't want to lose this content. It's been good so far. I've enjoyed myself playing this first episode through, so I'm going to leave it, and second episode we won't make that mistake again. Hopefully. Right, let's get left around the roundabout. Oh, so much smoother to drive. Actually doesn't feel so dodgy anymore. It was just me sat there thinking, oh yeah, the steering's stiff, but it's really not. This is quite nice, isn't it? Just becoming night, driving over a bridge in the sun, leaving Santander, whilst messing with my lights because they don't seem like they're working, but we're going to find out soon. Not even a car on the road. Can't even see one right now. It's just like everything's gone dead. Oh, don't worry. I take my previous statement back. Well, this is only a 3-hour journey as well, so I should actually be able to get all 3 of these trips into one episode, which is nice. Bit different to the 2. Oh my god. Just because the lag's gone doesn't mean this is more stable. Need to be more careful of that. Yeah, it's quite nice to get more than two drives into one episode. Obviously in the future when we start doing longer drives, I will probably only be doing 1, but or 2. It's a long shot, depending on how much time lapsing I can do. Really, let's try and get a thumbnail, shall we? This is a really nice road. Some roadworks going. Or is that roadworks? No, that's the police. Don't want to get told off for being on my phone taking a photo now, do I? Right, let's try that again. Gone past the police now. No trouble. That is not the attitude to have in real life. I'm just saying. Don't go on your phone at all. Obviously I'm not on my phone, but you know what I mean. There we go. Looks like a nice thumbnail. That'll probably be the one I use over the other one, to be honest with you. Let's get on the road. Onto the motorway. The one-way drive. Is it called a motorway, an interstate, or a highway in a different country? So it's called a motorway in England. It's called a highway in America. No, it's called an interstate in America. And a highway. Oh god. What's it called in a foreign country? Bloody hell, man. cut it close to that car, didn't we? Shouldn't have stopped there like a knob. Change back into the outside lane. And just cruise all the way there. Whack on the cruise control and just let's get down there. Look at the ice cube, the dice rolling in the turn. It's quite nice having a bit of physics like that. Look at the clouds as well. It's all settling in. I'm amazed by the graphics of this game when you put on all the mods. And the fact that my computer's quite good, to be fair, but it's quite nice that it can run it. Well, I don't think I'll be able to play Euro Truck with standard graphics, so it's just a bit awful. Horrible to say, but it is, really, isn't it? If you can get a graphics mod, just like a texture pack for Minecraft in it, you put them on. As much as the default texture pack is elite, it's just so bad in some places. Right, he's slowing down, isn't he? Get around him. Right, why is this lorry pulled out? Is he overtaking someone? Because now it just looks like he's being undertaken 24/7. And I'm going to be sat behind him the entire time. I think I'm going to undertake him in a minute, really. If he doesn't move back in. Look at that sunset. He's not going back in, is he? Sorry, I'm going quiet. I'm just watching and waiting. Right, I think we're going to go for it after this car, you know. He's slowing down. I won't pull out yet. What's going on here now? I can't pull out now, can we? There's another car. Right, let's go for it. Wait. Oh, come on, hurry up. There we go. Right, let's go for the undertake, not the overtake. Right. I feel like such a badass, like such a rebel. Look at this, zooming past him. What's just happened? What has even just happened? There's so much damage. Oh my god. What the hell?